Hey guys, my name is DJ McEachin, and I am doing my informative speech on the NBA and some of the NBA's history. And everything that I got came from www.nbahistory.com/NBA rules. Okay, in 1946 through 47, the zone defense is outlawed on January 11, 1947. In 1947, the player fouls are allowed increase from 5 fouls to 6 fouls. So college today is usually you only get like 5 fouls, I think, and now the NBA is 6. But I think the college basketball now they're trying to increase that to 6 in college because some of the good players, like people pay money to see the good players, and some of the good players end up fouling out. So yeah, so they're trying to increase that to 6 so they can be able to get their money's worth, you can say. But in 1954, the 24-second shot clock is introduced. Okay, in the NBA, you have the 24-second shot clock, and in college, you have the 35-second shot clock. I know here at Davis, we have the 35-second shot clock, which is very good, but it also makes the game a lot slower. And I think that college should be 24 too. Also, it kind of speeds the game up a little bit, make it a high scoring game instead of a low scoring game. Sometimes it gives the team that's not good a better shot of winning because the game is slower paced. They can use the shot clock and waste time from the clock and make the game shorter. Seem longer than what it really is. Okay, in 1954 also, a penalty free throw is awarded for a team's 6th foul in any quarter, and then went into effect in March 1977. In 1979, the three-point line is established in 22 feet, and the corner extended to 23 feet, 9 inches at the top of the key. Well, I don't know what the estimate is in college, but I know that the NBA three-point line is a lot farther, and it's very difficult to take three-point shots now in the NBA. But the number of reps are allowed in the NBA are reduced from 3 to 2. And honestly, I think there should be at least 3 or 4 because a lot of calls, I know from experience from playing, a lot of calls that you don't really see or don't get is because the lack of referees are on the floor. So I think that we should have at least 4 or 5 at least reps in each corner, I think. But coaches and trainers are limited during the game to 28 feet area between the baseline and the hash mark to be placed 19 feet from the midcourt. The penalty is a technical foul. In 1982 and 83, after the ball is out of bounds, the team is not officially shall designate a player to make the throw-in. On the throw-in, which is not touched inbounds, the ball is returned to the original throw-in spot and is opposed to the point where the ball is crossed in the boundary. In 1983 through 1984, if a 20-second timeout has been granted and a mandatory timeout shall be due, only the mandatory timeout will be charged. I remember going back through college history. I can remember a time where the Michigan State Wolverines had used up all their timeouts, and then they didn't have any more timeouts because one of the players accidentally called a timeout and they didn't have any timeouts. So they got technical foul and they lost the championship game to my Carolina Tar Heels. So that was kind of a blessing to my Tar Heels. In 1994 to 95, the three-point line is shortened to 22 feet in the corners and extended to 23 feet 9 inches at the top of the key to the uniform 22 feet around the basket. In 1994 also, the awarded free throws shots of any players of foul while attempting a three-point shot or a field goal. And any player who leaves the bench during a fight is automatically suspended a minimum of 1 game and fined at least $20,000 to the losing team. It's been a lot of incidents. I don't know if it has been in any other sport or college, but I know from incidents of NBA where it has been plenty of fights and a lot of brawls, you can say, because of this. And I think but the money really doesn't mean anything to the NBA players because they're making like millions. So 20,000 is basically like $20 to them. So there really is not a lot. But Hand checking is eliminated from the end line or the end line to the backcourt to the opposite foul line. Hand checking is something like if I'm guarding somebody, I cannot have my hand on them or be touching them. So if so, it is a foul. The second or more back-to-back timeouts when the ball is inbounded will be limited to 45 seconds. In 2004, the new rules were introduced. In the court tail, hand checking and clarified blocking fouls are all defensive 3 seconds to open up the game. In college, there is no 3 seconds in the lane or the paint where you can't stand in the middle and just stand in front of the goal. And as of the NBA, it is a called, and like the other team is awarded an extra shot for that. And I have some of the top basketball players to ever play the sport in the NBA. And number one is Michael Jordan. I mean, Michael Jordan, he's one of the best. I mean, he has 6 rings. He's the only person that I know that can win 3 rings in the NBA and retire and come back and win 3 more. My all-time favorite will have to be Kobe Bryant because of the era now. Another one is Wilt Chamberlain. I really didn't get to see Wilt Chamberlain play because Wilt Chamberlain played in around 1970s, 60s, around that area. And another player is Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. There are some greats. And LeBron James, he's the current legend in the making of right now. And Kevin Durant, he is also. And Oscar Robertson, I didn't really get to see him play neither. He was in like the 50s or 40s or somewhere back in the day. I don't remember. And another one is Jerry West. He also is the logo on the NBA ball. And this is my speech, and I am informing you of the NBA. Thank you.